What's up, Jays fans? I'm your host, Peter Vryonis, alongside host Nick Gosse. Welcome into the Jays Digest pregame show. Today we got two games, double barrel action, split squad, Blue Jays against Phillies. Two games, Blue Jays Phillies, which is kind of weird. I don't know if I've ever seen that in split squad action, but it's happening today. We saw a weak lineup yesterday. And today we're getting pretty much all the regulars back in there. So exciting day of baseball ahead. There's also some March Madness going on, but we're going to do our best to break down whatever we got coming up in Blue Jays land today.
Yeah, gonna be a fun one today. Back on TV. What's up, Daryl, Edward, Lion, Adam, Edward? The game that's being televised is the Yusei Kikuchi game. And let's just get right up into the lineup previews. Make sure to hit the like button if you're in here this early and the subscribe button. But here is the lineup preview. I have both lineups on screen for both teams, but we'll start with the Blue Jays, of course. Left side is the game being televised, which consists of George Springer, Bo Bichette, Guerrero, Belt, Merrifield, Jansen, Kiermaier, Clement, Gabriel, Martinez, with Yusei Kikuchi pitching. And then on the right side, you have Biggio, Chapman, Varsho, Kirk, Espinal, Lucas, Nunez, Britton, and Eden. So two pretty strong lineups there, which is why I guess yesterday's lineup was pretty weak because of the doubleheader today. But yeah, the lineup on the left is being televised. And what are you looking for in, I guess, either one of these lineups? But I guess primarily the TV game, since that's the one we can watch.
Yeah, now I'll note Ernie Clement was a guy that got signed the other day by the Toronto Blue Jays to a minor league deal with an invite to spring training. So he's been, he's a veteran around the league. He's played some years in Cleveland. Not too great of a hitter, but very versatile defensively, can play some infield, can play some outfield as well. So I'm interested to see if he can provide any sort of competition for that final roster spot amongst Otto Lopez and Nathan Lucas and maybe even Addison Barger to a certain degree. But yeah, very star-studded lineup today. The game that we will see on TV has, probably the more compelling lineup, I'd say, with Springer, Bichette, Guerrero, and Belt. And that's the top four that I think we'll see on March 30th against the St. Louis Cardinals. So I'm excited to see that. I still want to see a full lineup, 1 through 9, all the way through. But this is a good start.
Yeah, and as Nick becomes a member, I'll give you a super chat for that. $2.99 membership. Appreciate it, Nick. You get emotes, access to the fantasy league, assuming we don't fill up with home run members. But I appreciate it. We'll talk about the fantasy league later on. It's we got it set up, so we'll discuss that later on in the stream. But thank you, Nick. We appreciate the support, and you've been tuning into every stream, so it means a lot. Is the lineup the left one on the one that's on TV? Yes, the lineup on the left is the one that is on TV. And like you said, they've started to solidify this top four, which leads me to also believe that this is the lineup that will be happening on opening day for the top four, that is, with Belt in the cleanup spot. And I don't know, I like it a lot. And we have every single regular playing today, but split between the two games, so lots of action for the TV side and the radio side. And Kikuchi is another big story, and Bassett, as he's struggled a lot through spring training.
Now, I was listening to the Blair and Barker. I saw it like a little tidbit of the Blair and Barker podcast, and I wanted to touch on it, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it as well, Nick. Basically, Jeff, it was Kevin Barker who said that the Blue Jays need another bullpen arm and that they cannot go through the season without adding another high leverage bullpen arm. Now, I disagree with that, and I think the Blue Jays' success this year is contingent on Jose Barrios and Chris Bassett. And, if Jose Barrios bounces back, and I think he will bounce back, but the season really depends on him. I mean, if he's a 3.8 ERA guy, then the Blue Jays are going to be very good. If he's a 5 again, if he sucks again, because the Blue Jays are going to suck. They're not going to do well in the playoffs. And the only thing he has to do is not suck. But that kind of scares me, considering how he's been pitching and the downward spiral that he's been on. But what do you think, Nick?
I agree. I don't think we need one right now. Maybe at the deadline, depending how our bullpen's doing. You can never go wrong adding more arms, but I feel like there's more pressing issues than the bullpen right now, which is not something we could have said last spring training. But, I'd agree, and I'm interested to see what the chat thinks about that, and make sure to hit the like button. Do you think we need to add another bullpen arm? Let us know. I guess that could have also been a rapid-fire question, but I'll quickly show you the Phillies lineup. It's a bit small for me there, and maybe a bit small for you guys too, but you can see Bryson Scott, Rhys Hawkins, Nick Castellanos, some other players there on the top, and then the bottom you have Brandon Marsh. So basically it's all the regular split between two games as well. You have Josh Harrison there in the bottom game in Dunedin, which is the game I believe is being televised, if I'm not mistaken. So overall, decent lineup from both guys. You have Alec Boehm, who a lot of people are saying he has a chance to become an MVP this year. I've seen that floating around Twitter. Is there anyone here you're excited to see between Harrison, Boehm, Jake Cave, Nick Castellanos, Reese Hawkins?
Bryson Stott's a pretty good player. I've always enjoyed watching him. Exciting young prospect, but I think we should get into the rapid fire and just discuss right off the bat here. The question that I posed over there. Now, I'll kind of build off that, and I'll ask you right now, where do you think the Blue Jays rank among teams in the American League? I have my answer. I want to hear where you have them ranked amongst all those teams.
I'm gonna think about this for a sec. Chat. You can also, I guess, out of all the American League teams, where do you think we rank out of, I guess, 15? And a good quick question, or I guess a point by Mark Ryan as well, is that Chad Green. He will be, I guess, he could be our high leverage bullpen arm that we're waiting to get back. But I'm gonna put him at, huh? You give your answer, well, I think, because I need a couple of minutes here. I need to process all the American League teams.
Okay. Right now,
I'm thinking
I
four.
think I have them at five.
Okay.
Five.
Who do you have ahead of them?
Okay, well, I have not in order. I have the Yankees, I have the Astros, I have the Guardians, I have Seattle over them, and then I have Blue Jays at five.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'm definitely gonna go. I don't know about Seattle. I don't know about Seattle over the Jays. I think Guardians are pretty good too. I don't know. I'd probably go four. I would take. I don't know. What makes you go Guardians and Seattle over the Blue Jays?
Well, Guardians, I just love the way they play, man, and Jose Ramirez is
He is.
like
Yeah.
a legit top 8 player
What's up,
in
gaming?
baseball. So I'm gonna go, and their pitching staff is so good. Their bullpen is so good. Like if you get into the seventh inning with a deficit against the Guardians, they're coming out with class A out of that bullpen. James
Yeah.
Karinchak,
Yeah.
they're so good. They're so good. Their rotation. I mean, don't look at the WBC, but Cal Quantrill, Shane Bieber, Tristan McKenzie. That's a legit top 3, man. So, and Seattle. I mean, we know what happened last year. Until the Jays prove that they can beat them, and Seattle has owned them in the regular season. So until the Jays prove that they can beat them, I'm going to go with Seattle as well because that rotation is gross. The bullpen, I mean, they just basically gave us Eric Swanson because they didn't need him anymore. It's not because he's some junk reliever that they didn't want anymore. Obviously, we gave up Teoscar Hernandez to get him, but they didn't need Eric Swanson anymore. They have Andres Munoz, they have Diego Castillo. They have such good arms, and their lineup I think is flawless right now with Teoscar Hernandez. So I'd put the Blue Jays at 5. Got a lot to prove.
Yeah, I can see an argument for that. I think on paper they're definitely top 5, and I think this year, when it's all said and done, I could see them being all the way number 2 in the American League when it's all said and done.
2.
Maybe I think the Astros still clear them, but I think
Yeah.
between them and the Yankees, I think it'll be close. I could also see the Yankees clear them as well, but I think that when it's all said and done, I think we're slightly better than the Mariners and Guardians just because of. But that's if everything clicks. But you can definitely make a point for either way. But I guess I'll ask mine now
I
as well. Unless
yeah.
you want to have a final point, you can have a final point on that if you want.
We know that the Astros are going to be at the top, especially with adding Jose Abreu. I mean, their lineup just got even better. And then the Yankees, they're dealing with a lot of injuries right now. So the early part of the season is going to be crucial for the Blue Jays. Montes is out. Carlos Rodon is out, and we don't know how serious it's of an injury that is for him. So it'll be interesting for sure to monitor. But go ahead with your rapid fire question.
Yeah, I'll pop in my rapid fire question. Shout out to everyone in here. Make sure to hit the like button. And I just realized I'm on Wi-Fi instead of my wired internet. So if there's any lag at all, that's part of the reason. I think we're good for now. But if there is lag, then it's because of that. It'll be fixed for the next one. Happens sometimes. But popping up the roster here now, and I'm actually gonna have a rapid fire question that is about what was the rapid question? Sorry, is about Gabriel Martinez, not Gabriel, but Gabby Arelvis Martinez. Sorry, Arelvis Martinez. And I know I popped the question up, and we had this discussion in, I don't know if it was yesterday's stream or one of the streams before, from Arelvis Martinez. And who would you rather have as your starting third baseman? Now, we kind of had a question like this pretty similarly, but would you rather pay the money to retain Matt Chapman for the next however many years it is? So let's say 5 years, $150 150. Is that's probably a fair number. So let's just say 5 years, 150, or maybe it might even be a bit more depending on how he does this year. So would you rather
Wow.
re-sign Matt Chapman or take your chances on one of our prospects? It doesn't have to be a Relvis, because that's a question that we kind of talked about it yesterday, but it wasn't really asked this way. And I'm curious to see what the chat thinks. Would you rather re-sign Matt Chapman or have some faith in our prospects, whether that's Berger or Relvis or whoever?
I do have faith in the prospects that the Blue Jays have at that position. I mean, I'm very confident in Aurelvis Martinez and Addison Barger to fill that void, but are they ready for a full-time role next year? I don't know. And I think the ideal scenario for the Jays would be to give a bridge deal to Matt Chapman, but he won't take it.
No.
He's going to be 30 when he hits free agency. So I don't want to pay him $30 million a year because he is declining. He had hip surgery. He's not the same hitter that he was early on in his career in Oakland. So I'm not paying him $30 million a year, and I rather go sign someone else or look for an internal option or even move Espinal to third base at
Yeah.
that point as opposed to paying Chapman $30 million because he's not worth that. Manny Machado is worth $30 million, not Matt Chapman.
I think I agree. And Chat seems to agree as well, which it's unfortunate. Say that money for Vlad Bomanoa and
20 to
also
25, 20 to 25 over 3 to 4 years, I'm doing it. But 30 million a year over 5, I'm not doing it.
I think I agree. 20, if we can get him for 20, then it's no brainer. But I think it kind of depends on how he does today. I like our prospects, so I would like to see Martinez and Berger do this year. Me as well. What's the lineup today, boys? Cameraman Nate, the lineup on the left is being televised with Yusei Kikuchi taking the bump. The lineup on the right is not televised.
Matthew Moore, shout out to you, man. Have fun. St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to each and every one of you. I mean, I
Yeah.
got work a little bit later, so I'll probably be going out after that. But
I
I'm
have
pretty
two
fired up.
playoff basketball games tonight, right all night. So I'm no drinking for me tonight. Out for the count. Maybe
Hey,
after.
it's
Maybe
good. It's
after.
good.
But
Healthy route. The
it
healthy route.
is.
I like
It
it.
is. Exercise instead of drinking, though. I wish I didn't have the games today. And Matthew, enjoy it. Be safe, though. Be safe, and hopefully we'll see you in tomorrow's stream. Or maybe recover and
Really
see you
bad
Sunday.
weather. Really bad weather here in Montreal, so there's no parades going on today. I'll tell you that. And it's just, I don't know. Tough day to go out. Doesn't look too great out there.
If we can get 22 for 5 years, and I would keep him. I agree with that. Happy St. Pat's Day, Ryan. Yeah. Agree. Believe in Berger. Nick knows. Gotta do it. All right, Peter. We have your last rapid fire question. I'm struggling to get words out today.
Well,
Yeah,
I
have
have
one
this
for me,
question
Adam.
here
Have one for me.
from. Oh, did you answer Limousine's question?
No, I didn't. No, I
Oh, you
missed
didn't.
it.
Okay,
I
shall
answered
we
the
get?
second one. Yeah, you
Let's
can
get to
ask that
that.
one. Sure.
Okay, what I really hope happens is Puerto Rico wins the WBC and Barrios gets all of his drive and motivation back and starts being the Barrios we all know. Now, I don't think he ever lost his motivation, and no one was more pissed off than Jose Barrios was last year about his performance. I just think, something is just not clicking for him, and maybe he's not the pitcher that we think he is. Because I mentioned this before to you, Nick, that he was in a very weak AL Central division when he was pitching well with the Minnesota
Yeah.
Twins. And once he came over to the AL East, he had a good half season there and he looked really good past the
Then he
deadline.
got figured out.
And then the next year, he was not the same pitcher. So, like his fastball is just, it's still 94, 95, 96, but it's batting practice. And I don't understand it. But we'll get into the final rapid fire
I'll pop up the
question
lineup
here,
for
I
you in case
guess.
you want to throw one out about a lineup.
Hmm. I gotta think. I gotta think.
I had to go
Since
bartender.
all right, since it's St. Patrick's Day, all right. What's your go-to drink at the ballpark?
That's a good question. I'll tell you that. I mean, you can answer that whether you're of age or not. Now, I haven't been to a Jays game since I've been of age, so I'll have to just
Oh,
go with because obviously COVID and stuff. I haven't been able to travel there, so I'm gonna go with. I guess I mean whatever, just soda. I guess we'll go with soda. But what's yours?
soda?
I'll go with soda.
I don't know, man. Like I'm a big I like beer. I do like beer, but I guess when I'm at like the ballpark and beer's heavy,
Expensive
so
too.
kind of you kind of want to get after it at the ballpark, right? So I'm more of a seltzer guy when I'm at the Rogers Center.
Okay.
Don't judge me.
No, I
Don't
like
judge
that.
me in the comments
I like
there.
that.
But
Coors Light has good
I'd
ones.
like to go with like
New ones.
a nice Bud Light seltzer because it's like on a nice hot summer day. The
Good old
nothing
beer.
beats
I agree.
nothing beats a good old beer as well. Nice Stella or a nice anything. Just anything at the ballpark is a vibe for me.
Solid
I
Pepsi,
like it.
Ryan says. Good old beer, tall shock tops. I need to go. I'm going back there this summer at some point to catch a game. And again, I haven't been there since 2019 when I was 18. So now, I mean, now I'll be able to. Now it hurts the wallet though. I'll tell you, the beers
Yeah,
there are
it does.
expensive.
It does.
Pre-drink at Steam Whistle Factory. See, that's something I would do now. Yeah, that's what I would do now. Now that I'm in that scene and can legally, drink alcohol, that's what I do. Pre-game, then go. Because
Yeah, that's what I did before the
what?
playoff game. The wild card game. Oh man, that was crazy. I think we went to Jack Astor's
Good food.
before, and then yeah, pretty good food. And then, you know, we went to the ballpark. We were already in one. We only needed a couple beers, so that's probably the move. Probably the move.
Dylan sent I respect that. Enjoyed Twisted Tea quite a bit. Twisted Teas are good. I'm a big seltzer guy though. I'm a big seltzer guy. I'm a
I
big
don't love
seltzer guy.
twisted teas. Bad memories with twisted teas.
There's a new seltzer out that's it's really good. Lionheart saying 420 for me. Respect it. Can't get that
I
at the
respect it.
park. Can't get that at the park, but you can make sure to definitely do it before you go to the game.
You got to be real discreet if you want to do it at the ballpark.
Yeah, very. I
But
have heard a couple
I wouldn't
rumors.
recommend it.
No, we don't promote that at the ballpark
We
at
don't.
least. I've heard a
No.
couple rumors that the Jays need more starting depth after the rotation. I have heard the name Chris Archer. What do you think, Nick and Peter? Chris Archer would be interesting. I wouldn't mind it, honestly. I wouldn't mind it at all. Is he not signed?
No, he's not. He's a free agent. But the thing with Chris Archer is that he's definitely going to want a spot in the rotation, and I don't think the Jays can guarantee him that, or any team for that matter, unless it's like a
Pirates.
bottom feeder team. Yeah, exactly, the Pirates, which he was already on. So, yeah, no, I don't think he's an option there.
Wouldn't be bad, though. Wouldn't be too bad. But let's move on to the bold
No.
predictions now. Make sure to hit the like button if you're enjoying. Right line. I remember you said that in the Discord. Yeah. I remember. I think I responded to your message in there. He has this. Dylan Bundy would be nice. He used to be very solid. Peter, what's your bold prediction for today? Either game. Make sure to hit the like button. I'll pop up the thing back in a second. But what's your bold prediction for today? I guess we can focus on. I mean, you can focus on either game you want. I'm going to focus on the televised game simply because we can watch it. But
Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go with another Springer leadoff home run. Springer leadoff home run. I'm gonna go with that.
okay.
I don't know if that's bold.
Eh.
Is that bold?
We got this at
Probably the
some point.
least bold that I would
Yeah,
have.
at some point we're gonna have to start getting them. Maybe I want to get one right before spring training ends. So I'm gonna go with a belt home run today, and that'll be my sole bold prediction for the day. Let us know in the chat what your bold predictions are. I know Matt, he's not here today. I think he's working, but he usually gets some good. Rachid is really good at him. Let's get game in 420 while it's
Yeah.
Steam Whistle. I've never been to Steam Whistle. I'm assuming that's like a restaurant.
Where is that? Where is that? I
No
get
idea.
well, obviously in Toronto, but like, is it like downtown
I think
Toronto?
so. I'm assuming near the park. But yeah, I'm gonna go with a belt home run, and then on the other game, okay, let's give one for each game. I'm gonna go with a Verchot home run and an
Okay,
Espinal triple.
Espinal triple. Wow. Okay,
We're going
that's
bold
cool.
for the
I like that.
non-televised game, so I won't be watching.
All right, I'm gonna go. Hmm. Chris Bassett, 4 scoreless innings.
I like that. I could see him going
Very
four.
efficient.
Biggio goes
Very
3 for 3
efficient.
and takes 25 pitches. Eric Shepard will be proud. Dylan Scott saying Bo and Vlad go back to back. I like that one a lot. Espinal home run in other game. Kiermaier goes 2 for 3. You love Kiermaier. Ryan loves Kiermaier. I like it. We're about 5 minutes away from opening pitch. I was about to say opening day. From first pitch. Any Q&A questions before we wrap up? And we'll touch on the fantasy baseball a little bit, or I can touch on it. And Peter did make the league, so we'll, again, join the
Yes.
Discord that's in the description. We're going to put a community post out as well, and then Twitter, if you don't, you have Discord. And so it's for all members. Though, again, I'm going to clarify that the $8.99 package gets priority. Now, we only have 2, so you're fine for now, and we'll do it in order that way. But otherwise, we'll try to get everyone in who's a member.
Yes, so I did create the league. It's called Jay's Digest, but yeah, we're gonna get the 8.99 members in first,
Correct. Yep.
and just join. I mean, right now I counted that we have 16 members in total, including the 8.99 members. So,
Yep.
and 17 now, I believe now
With Nick.
with Nick. So only 10 of you are gonna get in, and I'm sure not every member is gonna want to participate in the league, because it does take a lot of your time, and there is a huge time commitment to it. But I'll just say this: the winner of the league will be the recipient of some sort of prize. Now, we're
Yep.
not quite sure what the prize is yet, but there is incentive to join the league and to win the league and to try and compete against Nick and I. But I will tell you that I'm going for the W. I'm going for the W, and I'm taking it the first year.
So, Adam, you're a member and you're in every stream. I believe that Peter will win, but you're in every stream, so we can get you in. But yeah, joining the Discord and then just we'll contact the members individually and give you guys an invite link. I'll make it a
Mhm.
separate channel for members, but again, like Peter said, we do have more members than players allowed in the league, or I guess the max allocation. So we have 2 home run members. There's a chance that they don't want to join, in which case we'll just do it randomly. We'll draw it randomly, or maybe we'll
Well,
prioritize the people who knows. We'll figure it out.
we could have more than 12 teams, but I just think
No, it gets
the
messy at
teams would
that
be
point.
very
It
they
gets
would be
messy.
very watered down if there's like 16 teams in the league.
So yeah,
So
there's
I'm
12
gonna
teams,
go with
including us. Keep in mind, so we're
uh,
2. That's why there's 10 left. Just to
yeah.
clarify that. But yeah, we'll continue to talk about that as enjoy the game line. Hope you're doing well, and hopefully you have a good day in the game. Hopefully the boys do good today. Belt better hitter
Yeah, have
against
a good
righties.
line.
Should the Jays sign Zach Britton? Maybe,
Mm.
maybe.
I heard he threw bullpen in front of a lot of scouts
Yep.
yesterday, and he was awful. Like, he
Okay.
was very unimpressive. Like, I heard that you might not even get an offer. So
So I guess the answer is
that's
no.
interesting. And we were lobbying for him, and obviously we didn't know what he would look like post injury, but I heard he did not look good in his bullpen side session that he threw. So I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I'd do a minor league deal in a heartbeat, but
I don't know if he would take. I
no,
don't
I
know
don't
if he
think
would
so.
take it.
I'm saying random seems fair. Yeah, so again, the home run members, the 8.99s will get in first if they want it. Then otherwise, we'll just do it randomly for the remaining members who want to come in, assuming we have more than the 10 who want to play. So we'll do it. We'll do it a fair way. And again, there'll be a prize. Haven't decided what yet. We have tons of time to figure that out. So not the end of the world. We'll figure out a draft. But yeah, join the
And
Discord. Put it in there.
also the draft is on March 29th. It would
Day
be the
before
day
opening day.
before opening day. So let me know if that works for each and every one of you. I'm assuming that it would, but we could probably accommodate you guys if you were to get into the league. But yes, I mean, join, become a member, give yourselves a chance to compete against us, because it won't be like some garbage prize. It'll be a legitimate
It'll be a solid
prize,
prize.
and it'll make it worth your while if you do win the league, and if you do dedicate your time to it. So let's get after it.
It'll be fun. And we're 1 minute away from first pitch. And again, I mentioned this every stream once or twice, but this time of the year, specifically right now, is a pretty rough time for not rough necessarily. You know, obviously the off season was slightly worse, but there's like no news really coming out. There's no anything crazy. It's just everyone's coasting. Everyone is coasting till opening day in 13 days. So bear with us with content and stuff like that, and hopefully you're enjoying the pregame shows as they're getting slowly getting more exciting. We're less than 2 weeks away from opening day.
I hope we can probably triple the amount of people that are in here for
Opening
opening
day
day,
stream.
and I think for opening day, I think it's at 4:07 p.m. if I'm not mistaken,
Sure,
4:07
I have no
Eastern,
clue.
against the St. Louis Cardinals. So we'll try to have like maybe
Yeah, I
an
agree. I
hour
was gonna say the same
pregame,
thing.
and we're gonna see how that goes. And even for big games throughout the year, we'll probably have longer pregames. We'll see.
Definitely. So take it easy. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Hit the like button on the way out if you're leaving. And it's been fun today. I feel like I get wrecked. I'm not the best at fantasy baseball. I'm good at fantasy basketball, but not the best at fantasy baseball. But it'll be fun nonetheless, and get the community more engaged. But take it easy, enjoy the game, and we'll see you in tomorrow's pregame, assuming the Jays have a game tomorrow, which they do, right? I'd hope. But either way, we'll see you, and we'll have a postgame reaction video to tonight-ish in like 3 hours. And it's going to be a mix of a news and reaction. So more focus on news today. But looking forward to opening day and everything else coming. Thank you, Adam. We appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And we'll see you later today.